I have no idea if they'd be able to look you up on this via the phone. If the phone belongs to Sega, my teeth are all gross. I have to put this COVID mask on. I believe that I have no explanation on here other than being on a Facebook page. It had been told right here on Facebook, but Facebook is something that you just post up periodically photo. I watch this dude sometimes, but then the guy can generally be like naive is a word. Naive is being like you're just too full of yourself. I think people will just throw yourself at you, and to believe that the same thing kind of like happened. Where they throw yourself at you, but you don't have the right to think that somebody can just push your buttons to say that you're embarrassed to be around somebody. I'm not gay, it's just a room that, it's fucking just a room to be in. Just paying rent. Just paying somebody money periodically to be here. I don't think like having anything on Facebook. If you had something on and it gets banned, you get banned for this shit. Just all the pages, any page that you made. I don't know. Just sit there.
Here is the video that I filmed.
Like,
going into
I have a second page
and I see,
on YouTube.
Season, Black Friday,
if I ever get somewhere with it, and somebody like tell you like anything that you ever posted will come back to haunt you. Like if you fucking had a bathroom shot of your ass on a digital camera, technically they can't take your identity because then it's a lot because it's doing this shit. And it was only on a digital camera way back then, and when I had no idea that I would get approached by the wrong people telling you this, that, and the other about it. And it's like a long time ago, so they can call you faggot, all sorts of other shit that doesn't make you gay. Just sit there and behave on medicine. And you're not like believing that you see stuff on television worse than the shit. Like if you go on Meta, they're all naked dancing. On Instagram, Meta, Snapchat, they have like them twerking and like having them give like BJ emojis and then spitting out saliva on them, and then going back to their natural like geographic channel explained that people would run out of ideas one day, and it'd be like the 7 years of like Holocaust, like world ending type shit. And I started believing that shit. Now that it actually occurred where this president dude can look up and tell you that this guy could be on airplanes with kids, and I can't even whisper out anything to anybody when they're doing that, mocking me. I think the idea of an impression of somebody isn't right when they hadn't met him. When they hadn't met the person. That's why I say they're naive to think like everything's on something. Oh, it's on something. Technically, in 2018, when I made this page, I didn't think like anything that you have on anything could be like reached if they didn't have your email, but then they have your phone number. Your phone number can be reached. Your phone number can be passed out. My phone number, I don't get phone calls at all, so like technically I don't even answer the phone. I just let it go to voicemail. I don't know why my teeth are gross. Even if I brush my teeth, I have to fucking like not know. If I still look young and I still kind of have chips, I have all my bottom teeth. I think like having anything else or fucking eat a sandwich at Burger King. I had a sandwich at Burger King. It tastes fucking horrible. I got like influenza C, which is like bird flu off a burger. I eat a bunch of, I don't randomly just check. Sometimes I take photos of all this shit on my initial page. And I think like having anything up on any page, they can't break in if you're always here. Like you're fucking forward to somebody, you'll be wrestling them on the ground. And I still fucking don't know why these people, MS-13 day, they don't ever, they spend like a whole day out on MS-13 day. And they can't just have these neighbors say, oh, you did this, that, the other, they're gonna come after you, the hitman are gonna come down. It's fucking retarded for them to even state this shit. You go forth and think like there's no way to even begin explaining the shit to them to be able to think like they would even bother doing this shit at this point in time. But I went out at point in time and don't think like anything like bad's gonna happen. But then when you DoorDash or have anything to do with that, you have to go in the areas that you're not like knowing that they're not really like as like the plaza, like the plaza area. How am I a child molester if the carpet's clean? We spent $14,000 of money that we barely fucking probably had to put down on a credit card that they had saved up. Besides the fact they had $25,000 to their name, they had to spend their own good credit to be able to bury themselves. And then they end up saying to make it up to the Garcia. And this Garcia bitch can have them even blame you for whatever the fuck when your fingerprints initially was on an account that I had in 2010. I don't know how the fuck you get framed for this shit. Go fucking behave when you like think these people can even tell you how it's even possible to even phone up somebody when your phone call didn't match that. You have like phone records from way back then, probably. You have to go show all this shit. Even if you text somebody, don't take it out of context thinking you're just fucking gonna look you up on Facebook and they begin fucking text you on that shit. So technically, it's the same shit. If you go to a mall and walk around, you can walk around the mall.
I'll stop talking for a second. I know this short has.
I don't know.
Me blabbering for a little
you go walk around the fucking mall, and it's mall like you go work and like people will generally will tell you shit, but doesn't generally make it the truth. Like you sit there and have Austin and Rare talk about something with this dude. I don't know if you fucking have me on a soundboard shit. And they should all got put up or something. I don't know how they have the ability to even play some weird fucking relax your butt in jail at any jail at the same jail cell. They had said something similar to fucking having the words be different than whatever I actually did here. And then having an anime character they don't own rights to. And then having them rap some kind of weird thing about some off the Vash the Stampede, the Tangen character. They W Tangen instead of calling you a faggot. You have to go through this ordeal back then. What if they injected you with COVID? What if you have COVID AIDS? I don't know what the fuck to explain this shit. Because Vincent Mosquez, they had to deal with this ordeal of having to be on like crack, meth, cocaine, bongs. And this guy is screaming hysterically at an apartment for whatever the fuck I did back then. And I didn't worry about this shit because I knew like if they came at you, they could have gotten in trouble for even just fucking telling you half the shit they tell you. They fucking have you be on goddamn meth bongs thinking that's the best smoke I've ever took it from a bong and then they throw it across the room and come at you. It's the most craziest shit ever too.
Minus the storage is a really
I'm gonna just leave this page.
The rest of the machine, besides
the carpet,
storage, is a really.
I only had Andrew, Evan, and back then I had Case Manager, but the Case Manager doesn't come deep up with this shit.
Especially because it's AMD, definitely has.
I think like anybody that ever comes forward and tells you you're fucking messed up in the head is fucking disturbed themselves. If they're probably more disgusting than whatever the fuck. If you eat a bunch of crazy shit at fast food. Just sue the fast food worker, because I don't think like having anything on there where they look you up and think like your life might be better than those people that are serving you fast food, fucking sandwiches, or wiping their ass with a glove and then putting the mayonnaise on it, smeared with shit, and then you eat shit, and they tell you to eat shit. And they tell you the most fucked up shit. I mean, at Fuddruckers, I went to Fuddruckers back in 2019. And ate a smoothie and a sandwich, and the dude claimed that he didn't wash his hands after going to the bathroom making that. And you heard the dude say that, but it's already too late. You already ate the sandwich. And like you're just fucking having no notion of knowing now that I had gingivitis. I'm sitting there just disabled and shit now for real. Can't have a job because they fucking probably look you up and they tell you some shit. And you get money for a certain amount of time, but it's not going to be anything you able to post all there. They look at it and say, why did you go to the mall again? After you go to Oak Park Mall? You have like what money that you get periodically, but it doesn't make it right to take somebody's money away. And you actually didn't go to strip clubs or drink. If it wasn't on beer, drugs, or fucking strip clubs, then they're not going to take it away from you if you're not going to strip clubs. They have to have it on film. you with a debit card throwing the fucking debit card at the butt crack. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. They're slipping the credit card through their ass crack like the Nelly fucking country grammar to the tip drill shit. But I don't know how the fuck you go from that to... They go from butt fuck to CEO positions. You like sit there, I wish I could go to butt fuck to CEO. I could go to fucking CEO position after they get out of butt fuck. That's some creepy shit.
This is Rich Tomorrow. Signing out.
That fat dude's weird because he fucking says relax your anus. And he fucking did Craigslist fucking Craigslist posts of women throwing their ass at him. And that's just as bad. The fucking it's like you even watch him, but they just sit there and rather give him the opportunity to fucking have some platform to tell him. The fucking probably do God knows what to his food. Fucking sits there and farts and burps. Oh goddamn crap! They're able to tell you get anything about yourself, and then Obama lied about me being a foreign lawyer. If I had to count 2010, I had to make the second page. The second page is just for just looking up people, but then they look you up every single fucking profile you ever made on anything. You get like 5,000 people on fucking Twitter. On Twitter, you get like what 5,000 people. You start getting the revenue from the shit. Probably thinking we get 5 million views. You have to get 5 million views. There's a bank account which I have a bank for. I don't spend the money out at random, and I don't go to strip clubs. As long as I didn't go to strip club. I didn't go to a strip club. I didn't go to strip clubs. I didn't go fuck that. I was supposed to go to Missy B's and see some hairy legs. But I'm not gay. I'm not gonna go to Missy B's and see that shit. But they fucking tell you, fucking discomfort. They could have somebody's ass cheeks hanging out, going up in there, making fun of your shit. Think about anything you ever fucking posted about going up in anything you want to go buy there. You don't want to go do any of that shit. You go to Applebee's. Applebee's is the next best thing, but they closed Applebee's. This fat dude's weird. This fucking dude could say relax your anus, your shoulders, and then have somebody like claim to be like some like therapist lady can go forth and call him up and tell him he wants a coffee with him, but it's actually the patient. So he might have like a case manager or somebody like similar to the situation that they have this dude look you up and tell you you go to the hospital. This dude calls you up and tells you a bunch of shit. But I had added somebody on PlayStation back then. I don't have them on there now, but I still have followed their fucking page via the clicks. I don't follow any of this shit on Twitter or Instagram or any of that crap. Because I didn't look up the thing at like one point and think like having everybody on something. I had this account of people like, well, how come you don't post this? You post a lot of crap on the initial page. I didn't want to like get like fucking targeted.
That Sony
you have people tell you fucking disrespect you. Like, I don't think that's fair to even tell you fucking half the shit if you're not looking you up, telling you there's something wrong with you. And they're blaming you for shit. You had no idea the fuck type of crap they will even tell you that shit in the first place. They shouldn't be able to blame you for any of that.
Story on timeline, dates, and code names for projects. End of 2020, Blue Point ships Demon Souls, and talks begin with Sony acquisition and working on more original projects. I wish that Sony didn't acquire them. They would still be here.
Think like Sony or Xbox. That's like what, $800 for some console that you're gonna plug in and they're gonna end up putting some creepy shit on. I don't think that's fair to even buy something. That's why I unplugged the consoles from the TV to save the color on it. I play video games, the majority of the phone device. They didn't blind them, dude. They go forth and says my last name will tell you. I'm not going to sit there and sell anything to them. They just tell you, fuck them shit. You have logged off of all the crap anyway. Like, like, yeah, Shadow of the Colossus, a remake of that is not going to make money, but you know what? It's a great game, and I want to preserve it. That's what someone who's actually passionate about their job. It's the four walls. You sit there, this dude sits there and talks a bunch of crazy shit about all sorts of crap and just regurgitates the news. I'm not saying Shuhei Yoshida was perfect. I don't know why it was on Craigslist post, fucking women on Craigslist post, but it's the same shit they will tell you that he didn't get a jail sentence, and nobody really looked into that, but they had people wanting all sorts of criminal,
it was
like criminal activity out of him, but he acts like he didn't do anything either. He go fucking, everybody does so. Like go fucking Craigslist post.
Which we all
Craigslist post is worse.
Everyone thought
I'm not gonna post up everything about
a
person up on there and get disrespected and get deleted off there.
Be a Bloodborne remake, obviously Bluepoint would be behind it. Bluepoint had a design department of 1 to 2 people, but was
how the fuck do you call you a child predator?
Project.
They call you child predator, but you fucking the thing hadn't been cleaned up until 2016.
Early 2021, after Demon Souls,
and you only had Abyssal Vacuum. Abyssal Vacuum cleaner, the thing ended up not being able to pick up the dust, and the dust was all over the place. If I had made a YouTube channel thinking that I wouldn't get anywhere with it, and it did initially get somewhere with it because it got views, but then on Twitter you get a following, because eventually you go on Twitter, you have to have a following on there to even gain enough people on there that shit. You end up getting like 5,000 people on Twitter. On the second page on here, I get looked up. I don't know who looks you up, because they didn't tell you at that point in time thinking somebody could look you up.
Remake of it unless it was impossible to do so. Anyway, continuing here, and
I don't know if you have the phone number gets passed out, everybody can look you up on there, but then you just figure out that it's not right to have somebody look you up on all this shit.
Ragnarok support due to Santa Monica Studios needing some help and a combo of other factors.
This big ass dude gets money from YouTube. And how fair that is. Do you think like people could go on Twitch and the video is still posted on there, but I put the chair over the damn door. I can post shit on here now, but I don't think like anything you have up, people want to delete off there. You have like 20 pages. I only have 2 pages on Twitter, a million pages on Facebook, but only have 1 page with enough people that can get you the notoriety.
I would have backed the hell out of that deal. Bluepoint is then.
There's something wrong with them to be able to fucking block you. You physically didn't ever give them a bad review on like haircuts or movie rentals, like places you go out there, like fucking
that is the stupidest.
Don't have the ability to post that photo because you don't want them thinking you're somebody else or having them tell you.
Or in one of my live streams, hey guys, don't you think a live service God of War that would be a great idea? I would get laughed at.
I don't know how this guy comes from like a tech background, and then Sony from the point in time called him stupid because he fucking would make fun of shit that was distinctly wild enough to relax your anus.
Some gameplay of it last night of Marathon.
He made past the viewing ship of goddamn Cutie Pie, the Swedish dude. He had like 1 million followers, and he ended up deleting his page. He had like a viewership. If I had a viewership on Meta, but only got $4 and then $500 that I did end up spending, but I just didn't have the ability to know if these people would forward you money. They would forward you $100, but they would try to take your banking info, and they didn't even give that to the initial like other thing attached to the like Cash App or any of that bullshit. Cash App, I don't use Cash App or PayPal or any of that crap. I have a debit card, which I don't have anything other than the money that I received, and I didn't think that people would tell you and Zini and shit, but I don't have the ability to forward any of that shit anymore because I think they took the ability. But on the phone, I have the money on the phone where I can use like $5 here or there. That they give you $5 here or there for $1. They give you $5 on Apple Pay.
There's no way anyone with common sense would believe in a live service God of War games. Like that's gonna have seasons like Fortnite. Did you think any of this through, Sony?
But they didn't come at me at MS-13. His neighbors, assholes about the house next door to us, think that they can come have people come fuck us in the ass. That's unfair to even them having to tell you that. They come and do creepy shit to all them themselves. After they say they put you in the morgue and they look at pictures of you, they can't do all that
in early 2025. It should have been canceled as soon as it came out of someone's mouth. Now,
I sit there, it's reading, but on the original page, page, you get enough people on there. Technically, you're a streamer on Meta. I don't think like if you can post anything up, they're still gonna make fun. If I'm in the house. I'm in the house. I'm not outside bothering you. So they be on bothering people. They're bothering you, telling you there's something wrong with you.
A small portion of the team worked on it.
If I was on here in 2018, technically.
It was never officially
in 2010, I had another page that's still on there, but I don't know anything you ever post. They could anything you ever write down, anything you ever post on there. They go forth and look at that. I don't even know if they go forth and triangulate number. It's shit you had words on the box, but if you go look them up via Facebook, they did the same thing with you. They still write stuff in the box. But again, they think it's discriminating against the person. They can go to a bar and do the same shit where you pay for the person to drink and then you go forward back with them. That's just not gonna happen. This is crazy with you.
I know you see the
telling you fucking gay shit. You can ask bar thinks you're gay and shit, but you never got fucking raped yet. This guy acts gay up on this fucking shit, thinking that dude can relax your anus, relax your shoulders.
Seems absolutely horrendous. That's not your strong point.
I used to watch this back in the day, thinking nothing of it, because he would have like a normal conversation on YouTube saying about a PC review, or a phone review, or a Sega Genesis review, or a console review. But then he started to believe that had people tell you crap that, yeah, like a soundboard doing that. They had a soundboard shit played by us. And I still fucking feel like fucked up about having people playing some crap like that. I could have this dude do the same shit, but he just fucking talks about chickens, fucking licking chickens' assholes out and lax your anus. I don't know if the guy, but the dude is about ability to even say anything on something. Like, I look at ISIS and that. If you look at anything like a white person, they might not come after you. But then they start going after the white people. In Minnesota, they had a person that was a nurse practitioner at a grocery store, and they got singled out because they tried to help out somebody that was doing the crazy shit to them. I didn't even want to be up on this app because they look you up and you don't know what the fuck they do. You're supposed to look you up and not text it back, and then you can't wait.
I get what you're doing. You're trying to go with accessibility. Your games anywhere. What the hell am I going to go into your ecosystem for? If I occasionally want one of your games, I'm just going to buy them on Steam.
Anything you post out there, if you ate shit, they eat shit too because they didn't like them either. But I don't know if people did the same shit to them.
Is that they bet too early on the games as
I'm going to say that if I post this stream and nothing happened to me every 13 days, I'm not going to worry about this shit. I can post. I'm thinking they're going forth and thinking that people come and tell you shit on the next day about anything you ever post up and get pissed off about people telling you anything about whatever they look up. And then they think the same shit about them. You said I'm not calling them up.
Devalue PlayStation. Sony is not the tech giant.
I'm not calling them up and bothering them like if they have the phone change.
1980s. Let's keep it real.
I don't know.
That they once were. PlayStation is a good chunk of their revenue.
You look up somebody and think they're attractive looking, and they tell you have gray hair, and they think that gray hair is... But then you look ugly as fuck probably to them, and then they probably tell you that you're no good. And that would fucking be crazy as fuck to get taunted by somebody that you never talk bad about. And then the next thing you know, they don't like you anymore. Sit there and be like honest about this shit. They take it up the rear, up in Butt fucking Mountain, Brokeback Mountain.
That's not the case anymore.
Like I say, we Brokeback Mountain. They don't put them in prison for corporate employees. So Brokeback Mountain, people you didn't hang out with me. You're on boat trip and shit, boat trip.
And they were like, yeah.
Boat trip with Andrew, and Andrew just fucking went to a different state and never seen it.
Valuing our brand and lose PlayStation, we may lose all of Sony. So I'm sure in board meetings behind the scenes, they were like, yeah, no more releases to Steam. Let's stop doing that. Because that would screw them over. If they lose PlayStation, they lose it all. And I think that's
Microsoft PlayStation, they're spending all that money on those video game be like multiplayer, but back then all it was like Batman, Arkham Asylum was one single player mode, and then they ended up changing up on you on the Suicide Squad one, whereas it's exclusive to the PlayStation 5, but I don't feel like buying something and then getting it taken away, or buying something and somebody come in and fucking try to like change the fucking. They can't. I don't think they could do that because the email, the password's so long. They're gonna have to type in a long ass password
Obviously,
to the PlayStation.
these safe bets aren't working out for you, Sony. Look at Concord. Concord cost $400 million to develop, and it was a complete bomb. They were trying